So I finally got this audio working after it not working for a little bit. Hi guys, it's been a while. I took a little break, but now I'm back. So welcome back to my channel. I've been making a lot of small eco-friendly changes in my life recently, and they're almost hassle-free. You may feel like you're not making a big difference, but if you really think about how much waste you're actually producing from doing them the more convenient way, you're really making a big difference overall. So today I'm going to share with you like 5 or 6 little things that I've been changing in my life that I feel like have made a huge difference in my waste consumption, in my carbon footprint. Yes, that have been making a big change in my carbon footprint. So let's get into it. So the first change that I made, I think when I was starting my eco-friendly journey, was definitely switching all of my liquid shampoos and my soap into bar format. So for example, I have been using these Dove soap bars. They're really not expensive. You could go fancy and get like these like handcrafted, handmade, small business soaps, which I also have done, but I decided to show off this one, which is a lot more affordable, and you can find it almost any drugstore, any supermarket, anywhere. And then for the soap bars, I have it in one of these little like dryer friendly, because obviously if you don't dry, if the soap bars don't dry correctly, they get kind of mushy, sometimes break and stuff. I got this bag from Kitsch, but the soap bar that I'm using inside is from Lush. I'll have pictures somewhere over here with all of the things that I'm showing off and where you can get them. I really like them. I find that they're not very expensive and they do last a long time. I feel like I've had a soap bar and usually it lasts me like 3 months, maybe 4. It depends on how often I'm washing my hair, if I'm being lazy, if I'm letting my hair like just sit and put on more dry shampoo on throughout the week. It totally depends, but on average I would say it lasts me about 3 months. And a shampoo bar, it depends on where you get it from. The ones from Kitsch I believe are like $9. The ones from Lush are like $13 or $14, which still isn't bad at all. I like these because you're not wasting like all those plastic bottles, because they don't really necessarily get recycled properly, and even if they are, you really don't know if it's being disposed of the correct way, even if they can be recycled. And so this was a quick switch for me. It was really easy. It did take me a little while to find a shampoo bar that was hydrating enough for my hair. I felt like some of them were very dry, and I just felt like I had to use extra conditioner to offset the dryness from the shampoo bars, but these have been working really well for me, so I definitely recommend them. The next change that I made was another simple one. It didn't take me that long to like get used to doing this versus like getting the more convenient option, which is these reusable bamboo like cotton rounds. They're not cotton, they're bamboo, but they're reusable rounds. These are dirty, so I'm sorry. I couldn't find the clean ones right now. I think they're in my dryer. So they're like literally, these are dirty. Excuse me. But these are cotton rounds. You use them like you would a regular one, and then you pop it in this little baggie and you throw it in the wash, and then you throw it in the dryer, and they're ready to go again. So I kind of like this because I have a pile of clean ones and a pile of dirty ones, and then I just like switch off. So I always have clean ones available to me. I use these with my cellar water. I use them sometimes with like, it's typically just my cellar water if I really think about it, sometimes with a toner. But I like these because instead of wasting all of those cotton rounds for single usage, these last, I mean, I've had these since about October, so at least 7 months or so, and I've been using the same 30 over and over and over again, so it's been pretty cool. If you're someone who uses a lot of cotton rounds, I definitely recommend looking into these. Even for like, some people use cotton rounds for like nail polish remover. I have not used these for that. And while I do find that sometimes they stain with like that mascara, the blackness, they don't stay as white. They definitely remove my makeup every time. They still smell clean, they feel clean, everything about them. So I really, really highly recommend these. The next change that I did make, and I think it's kind of cool. I mean, this one takes, I think, the most getting used to out of everything that I've used, has been these dehydrated toothpaste bites. These are from the brand Bite, and so I feel like this product is really great. You take one little toothpaste bite, you rinse your toothpaste, you take a bit, and then You put it in your mouth, you crunch it on the back of your teeth, and then you like move the little like dust particles all around your mouth. You take a wet toothbrush and then you just start brushing, and it lathers up, and it is so nice. Your teeth feel really, really clean. I've had no cavities since using them, so I've had no issues. This one is fluoride free, so if you're interested in it, you could look into other ones that do have fluoride if that's what you're looking for. I really like these a lot though. They taste good, they feel fresh, they clean my mouth well. And again, you're not using those plastic tubes which don't really get recycled easily, so then when you're using these, it's a glass jar. And they send your refill in a compostable little package. So you could compost the whole package once you get your toothpaste bites. So everything is recyclable and you just have one jar that you reuse constantly. So it's kind of cool. It's through a subscription basis. So then I get new toothpaste bites, I believe every 3 months, every 6 months. It comes with 248 bites. So maybe every 6 months. Like if you use twice a day. No, it's every 6 months, yeah. Every 6 months you get one of these and you switch it off, and then you just refill it again, and then you're ready to go. So you don't even need to go to the store to go pick them up. And if you do the research into the company Bite, you will see that they are carbon neutral, and then the way that they create the bites, it's actually better for the environment to ship it to your house versus actually going to the store and getting it. They have a whole explanation, and I really like how upfront they are with how they try to be eco-friendly in all the ways possible. So I highly recommend checking this out. The next thing is kind of an obvious one. I did want to mention it just in case, but it is using a reusable bag of some sort. This one is from a clothing store I think I went to. I don't even know. Oh, it's from Lou & Grey, this one. And so I really, really like having a reusable bag. I always have one in my car. Like I have a jumbo like tote bag I got from Vans years ago where I bought my sneakers, and I have it in my car and it fits a lot of stuff. So when I'm quickly going to the store, some stores now have been slowly making the change to either charge you for plastic bags or not even offering plastic bags, and they just give you paper, and then they still charge you for the paper. These plastic bags take a long time to biodegrade, and so if you use a tote bag and you're reusing it, it's just really good for the environment. And they're really convenient. You never know when you're going to need one. And if you always have one in your car, you always have a bag with you. So I definitely recommend having a tote bag, which you can get anywhere nowadays. So for the last year and a half, I've been doing a lot of research to try to figure out what would be an alternative for pads. I know some people had been talking about using the cups, like the cups that you insert versus like a tampon, but I've never been comfortable with tampons. Because my body rejects them really. Like I get really bad bloating and it just doesn't feel comfortable. And so I was looking for an alternative more to a pad. And at the end of my research, I found that there was these period underwears. I wasn't sure if I was going to like them because the idea of using underwear and not having like padding, like significant padding, kind of made me feel a little like, is this going to work for me? Is it going to cause a stench? Is it going to leak? Am I going to feel wet? Like there was a lot of things where I was like, is this going to work? I was definitely skeptical. And I ended up doing a lot of research, found a few brands that I was interested in, but in the end I ended up choosing the Madi Body underwear. And I definitely couldn't have made a better decision. They had multiple different types of underwear, you know, ones that are really high in the back, ones that are smaller, ones that have different, like varying amounts of flow, like it held varying amounts of flow. I ended up getting 3 or 4 of the medium flow and 2 of the overnight / heavy flow ones. The main difference that I saw was that the padding is a little thicker, and then the overnight ones were longer along the back. So I guess to prevent leakage. Now, when I use this underwear, I've been using it for 2 periods. So it's kind of new, but even then, I saw no leakage. There was no scent. My underwear felt dry all day. I felt like I did not have a period at all, which was like pretty great. And I just had a really, really pleasant experience. Now I was using predominantly the medium flow underwear, which was, each underwear has the equivalent of 2 tampons worth of like blood that it will hold. And then the heavy, I don't remember how much it held, but it was more than that. So I don't have the heaviest period. So for people who have really, really heavy flows, I would do your research and see if that would still work for you. But for someone who bleeds like a light to light medium amount, this would be for you for sure, at least from my experience. The underwear itself is not cheap, which is one thing I noticed right away. I feel like it's kind of like an initial investment versus when you buy pads or tampons, like you're spending like $6 for like a whole bunch. One underwear was $30 if it's not on sale. So like if you get them on sale, you definitely can get a better price for them, which is what I did. I waited for a sale and I splurged and bought like a week's worth of period underwear. And for me, it's really worth it because I like the convenience of knowing that I might not have to switch my pad or my tampon or whatever throughout my day, you know. It's just convenient. Again, like I said, I really liked how I felt like I was not wearing a diaper, which when you're wearing a thicker pad could feel that way. And it was such a convenient, comfortable experience. I could not recommend it more. I'll link at the bottom which models I used and what brand I'm using if you guys are interested, but I 100% recommend looking into it, or the Diva cup. If the Diva cup specifically, any cup, I recommend you look at period underwear or like cups, like period cups, if you're really interested in it, because it's a great way to be eco-friendly, and a lot of people have had really positive experiences with the cups. I knew that wasn't going to be for me, but I was super impressed with the period underwear from Madi Body. The final thing that I'm going to talk about is a reusable water bottle or water cup or anything. When I'm at work, I have a reusable water bottle. When I'm at home, I have a reusable water cup, and I have one in my car as well. So I'm constantly trying to like not use plastic water bottles because they're just so bad for the environment. And in reality, if you don't need to, it's just so much easier just to bring your own cup with you places, refill it up, and just reduce the amount of plastic you're using. I got this, my best friend got me this one. It's a Starbucks cup that's customized with my name and like this beautiful flower and stuff, but literally, so if you wanted a Starbucks cup, I think I have one that's not designed, which is the one I keep in my car. I got that one for like $3. I have a really fancy one at work that's insulated and it closes up at the top that I got for much more. I have a little one with a little built-in straw. I have a few of them, and I just trade off between them. I wash it, I trade it off, and then use a different one. And in reality, I really don't miss using water bottles all that often, and I'm a lot more aware of when I'm using a water bottle because I try not to use them. And so I've really reduced the amount of plastic that I've been using in terms of water bottles for sure. And straws even, I just don't, especially like I said, this one's built in, the one in my car has a built-in straw, so I just don't use straws that often either. And it's just an easy way to change it. I know Target, the one I had that's pretty affordable, I bought it from Target. Like I said, these are like $3, the uncustomized ones, of course. And I definitely think people should be a little more conscious of the fact of how comfortable they've made their lives by using a lot of plastic, and try to make changes to keep our planet healthy, you know? Those are all the things I'm going to share with you today. Let me know down below what kind of eco-friendly changes you made in your life, or things that I could add to my routine, because I'm always looking for little convenient ways to make a big difference in our planet. If we all slowly start doing our part to make changes to be a little bit more eco-friendly, it's going to make a big difference for our planet. So like I said, let me know down below what things that you're doing to make a difference in our planet. I definitely want to learn more, you know. I'm definitely not perfect by any means. I also hope you learned something new and maybe picked up a thing or two that you could do for yourself to make little changes in your life. As always, I hope you have a wonderful night or day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.